Ladies and gentlemen, graduates, faculty, and everyone here who's secretly Googling, how long is this speech? Relax. I won't take 40 years, but I will take few minutes. Now, let's start with a confession. I flunked out of college. Yep. 1.7 GPA. For those of you math majors, that's like failing with enthusiasm. Picture this, 1975. Me, 20 years old, sitting in my mom's beauty parlor, not getting a perm, mind you, just staring into a mirror, wondering if the army would take a guy who couldn't spell GPA. And then, a woman under a hair dryer locks eyes with me. Now, folks, when someone under a hair dryer stares at you, you pay attention. She points at me and says, "Boy, you're gonna travel the world and speak to millions." I thought, "Ma'am, I can't even pass chemistry 101. Are you sniffing perm solution?" But here's the kicker. She was right. Leans in, grinning. 40 years later, I've spoken to millions, and tonight, I'm speaking to you. So graduates, buckle up. If a broke college dropout with a 1.7 GPA can stand here, imagine what you can do. Oh, and about that U-Haul behind the hearse? Don't worry, we'll get to that. But first, let's talk about failing gloriously, divine hair dryers, and why your slippers belong under the bed. 1. Put God first in everything. The Prophecy, 1975, 40 years ago, March 27, 1975. I was flunking out of college. A woman in my mother's beauty parlor stared at me and said, "Boy, you're gonna travel the world and speak to millions." I thought, I'm joining the army, how? But here I am. What she taught me that day stayed with me. I've been protected, directed, corrected. Faith is foundation. I kept God in my life, and He kept me humble. I didn't always stick with Him, but He always stuck with me. So stick with Him in everything you do. 2. Fail big. Take risks. Dream bigger. The 9-dot puzzle analogy. There's an old IQ test with 9 dots. You had to draw 5 lines without lifting the pencil. The only way to do it? Go outside the box. Broadway audition failure. I bombed a singing audition for a musical. The pianist glared. I didn't get the job. But years later, I starred in Fences at the same theater. You hang around the barbershop long enough, you'll get a haircut. Life's non-linear path. I started as a pre-med student, switched to pre-law, then journalism. My GPA hit 1.8. The university suggested I take time off. But March 27, 1975 changed everything. 3. Dreams need goals. Not just motion, hard work versus empty motion. Just because you're doing a lot more doesn't mean you're getting a lot more done. Don't confuse movement with progress. You can run in place and never get anywhere. Plan relentlessly. We don't plan to fail, we fail to plan. Apply discipline and consistency. Successful people work hard, every day. 4. No U-Haul behind a hearse. The selfish joy of service. The most selfish thing you can do is help someone else. Why? Because the goodness that comes to you, the joy, is better than jewelry, cars, or a big house. Call to action. Doctors, teachers, nurses, the world needs your gifts. Africa needs help. Alabama needs help. Your neighborhood needs help. Give your time, talent, prayers, or treasure. 5. Kneel for your slippers. Gratitude. Thank you list. Thank you for grace. Thank you for mercy. Thank you for parents. Thank you for love, kindness, humility, peace, prosperity. Thank you in advance for what's already yours. Divine confirmation. That itch in your heart for anything good? That's God's proof to you, sent in advance, to indicate it's yours. Claim it, work hard. When you get it, pull someone else up. 6. Fall forward. The final charge, ghosts of potential. On your deathbed, the ghosts of ideas you never acted on will say, "We came to you because you could have brought us to life." Don't let them. Lessons from Philadelphia. It's about risking empathy. Like my character, take small steps to overcome fear until your heart floods with love. Closing mantra. Aspire to make a difference, not just a living. When you wake up, give everything you've got. And when you fall, fall forward. Graduates, as you walk out of here today, remember this. You were born for such a time as this. The world is waiting, not for your perfection, but for your courage. So when you stumble, and you will stumble, don't you dare fall back. Fall forward. Fall toward the dreams God planted in your heart. Fall toward the people who need your light. Fall toward the version of yourself that's brave enough to say, I didn't just aspire to make a living. I aspired to make a difference, and when you finally reach those heights, look back. Grab someone's hand. Pull them up. Because here's the truth, you'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. The cars, the cash, the clout? They stay here. What travels with you is how you loved, how you served, and how you made this broken world a little less broken. Now, go claim what's already yours. And tonight, when you kick off those shoes, put your slippers way under the bed. Kneel. Say thank you. Then wake up tomorrow and get to work. Class of 2025 and 2026, fall forward. God bless.